welcome back to my channel. I am in the car, so if I'm talking very low, I'm sorry. We came to the grocery store, but the girls fell asleep, so I'm just gonna let them sleep so they're not grouchy in the store. But I kind of wanted to just come up on YouTube and kind of do like a little update on life and stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to do an update with my car. It has not been evaluated by an inspector yet, so it's still sitting parked. So I missed my car. And if you haven't seen my last video about the car I'm driving now, do check it out. It is a nice car. And I did forget to mention that it was a remote start. I did not know that. My husband showed me this weekend. I was like, oh, I totally forgot that. I'm sorry about the lighting. But yeah, so we still have to use a rental. I don't know if we're going to keep this one all the way until I get my car fixed. But yeah. And then I wanted to do kind of an update with Emery. She did have another seizure Wednesday. She ended up getting a fever Wednesday around like 2. First I just thought it was from teething, but then it went up to like 101, and then it went to 102, so I was like, okay, she's getting sick. So around 8:30, I want to say, she had her seizure. She was in my arms again when she had it, so it was a pretty sad thing to watch. We couldn't do anything about it, just watch her have it. I try not to panic too much like I did last time, but it was sad. Like, obviously I cried just watching her have it. But yeah, she had it. It probably lasted for like a minute maybe. My husband said like 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't think it did. It didn't feel that long. I mean, she was kind of out of it after she had it. She had it, and then she kind of just had like a blank face on her. Like, she wasn't moving. Like, she was breathing. And of course, during it, she kind of started like drooling. It was just like so scary. And then Avery was awake at that time too, so like Avery's still like jumping around, and I wasn't trying to get mad at Avery. Like, I didn't want to like get angry with her. I just told her, like, you need to stop right now. Your sister's not feeling good. I told my husband to call his mom so he could take her over there just so we could deal with Emery. I did end up taking her to the hospital again because just because this seizure was a little bit different from the last time. The last time she had it, after she was done, she kind of started crying. And this time she was just super quiet, pretty out of it. Her body was very limp, so like it kind of concerned me. And then I called Kaiser, and they told me they want to do like this phone evaluation. I don't know if you have Kaiser, but it's retarded. They want you to like hold the phone up against their mouth so they can hear them breathe, and it's just so stupid. Like, when I called, I just kind of wanted to know like what are some signs I should see or like worry about, just in case like after her seizure, like what should I be worrying about, if I need to take her in or whatnot. So when I called, of course they want to do like the whole evaluation. I'm like, I hate to be rude, like I'm not in the mood for like this right now. I just kind of called just for a simple question, and she's like, oh, well, we kind of have to do the evaluation first in order to give you some like, I guess, God, my head's blank, like what to do or whatever. I don't know, it's so stupid. I was like, okay, whatever. And then she did it, and then she's like, well, from what you're telling me, I would kind of bring her in just because she is limp, and you said last time she wasn't. So I waited until my husband got home. He took Avery to my mother-in-law's house, and we got in the car and we went to the hospital. Luckily, it wasn't packed at all. We were seen pretty quick. and of course they checked her. When we got to the hospital, when we were home, she had a fever. It was at 100.5. Those febrile seizures can happen at any temperature. Well, not any temperature, but it could happen like at 100. It could happen at 101. It could happen at 102. Anything high, like, it could happen. So she had it, and her temperature was 100.5. And then when we got to the hospital, they checked her rectally, of course, because that's more accurate, and it was 102 point, I want to say like 6. So it did jump. And usually with the febrile seizures, they happen when the body temperature jumps like high really quick. So we took her in, she got seen. The doctor asked me, like, has she been having any symptoms of her getting sick and whatnot? I'm like, no. This time she just got a fever out of nowhere. So he's like, okay, well, we're gonna do a urine test, because since you're saying she has no other symptoms, we gotta figure out why she's having this fever. So they did a urine sample on her, and it was very sad because they had to do like the little catheter. So they had to do that, and it was very sad watching her get that. And then we had to wait for like another hour. I want to say we were there for maybe like 5 hours. Not 100% sure. I wasn't checking the time really. So it came back negative. So he says, well, maybe she could just be getting sick. Just keep an eye out on her. And then, of course, like, since she has these seizures, make sure she's somewhere where she's not going to hurt herself. Keep up with like the Tylenol, the Motrin, switching back and forth, which we were doing that. She literally had her seizure like, I want to say like 5 minutes after we gave her Tylenol. We did bring up that maybe like, was it possible for teething? And he said no, just because the fever was so high. But I don't know. We went home the next day. We went on Wednesday night. We came home like Thursday morning, like at, I want to say like 1 or 2. I don't remember the time. I did keep up with the Tylenol and the Motrin, and then she was pretty much fine the whole day for Thursday. She didn't really have a fever since that morning, and in the morning she did have a fever. I want to say it was like 101. We did put like wet rags on her to cool her down. It was pretty sad. So, and then Thursday evening, she didn't have a fever. She was pretty much fine. Like, it was just an 8-hour fever type of thing. So I honestly thought it was just from teething. Like, I was like really thinking about it. She does have 4 teeth coming in, and one did pop through Thursday night. So I honestly, I'm like 100% sure it was just from teething, well, the fever at least. And then she is popping out another one literally like 2 days after she popped out her second one. So she has 2 teeth popping through already. So she lately has been having like a low grade fever, like 99.1. When I do check it, I do give her Tylenol. So the past couple days I've been giving her Tylenol. Luckily it hasn't gone up like before, but we're thinking now that when she does teeth and she does cut teeth, she's gonna end up having fevers, and she might have a seizure. We're really hoping she doesn't, because honestly it's like the worst thing. And well, I guess the doctors don't want to like look into it, because they said, well, she's getting it with fever, so it's nothing too alarming. But if she was getting seizures without fevers, then they would look into it, because she could possibly have epilepsy. They will look into it if she has more than 4 seizures in a year. She's already had 2, and it's not even like a month from the last one. So I honestly feel like she might have a seizure every time she gets like a high fever. And like I'm saying, like those fevers or the seizures could come at any time. The last time she had a seizure, she was at 101, and then the last one it was at 100. So it does happen at any temperature. It could happen at least at any temperature. So we just have to be really on top of it. And if she does have more than 4 seizures with the fever, I'm gonna make sure they kind of look into it, see if I can get anything for it, because I honestly don't know if I can handle her getting it every time she has a fever, because I know they say it's not damaging to the brain or anything like that, but I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable with them already, so her having it every time would make me go crazy. But yeah, she had no other symptoms, so it was for sure teething. I'm 100% sure it was teething. Last time she did have symptoms of being sick, like she had a runny nose, some congestion, and then she got the fever. And that one was for like a few days. And this one only lasted for like 8 hours, like I said. So yeah, that was my week last week. It was not very fun. And yeah, and then a new exciting thing is she took 1 step, and then she took 3 steps, and I have it on video, and I'm so excited. I'm hoping she starts walking by her birthday party, but we'll see. She's still pretty darn lazy. Like not most, but I'm sure she could walk. She's just lazy. But these girls are going to be waking up right now. I think Avery's waking up right now. So I'm just going to cut this video short. I just kind of wanted to go over like my car, what happened with Emery last week, because I did post on Facebook and Instagram, like, pray for her because she has a fever. I'm hoping she doesn't have a seizure, and she ended up having one. So I just kind of wanted to like update, because I didn't really update everybody. But yeah, she's doing much better. I'm just hoping she doesn't get these seizures every time she has a fever, because it's not a pretty sight to see them having. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Say bye. Bye. Bye, you guys. The lighting's really bad. It's kind of like gloomy outside. What? Bye. Okay. Well, it's very gloomy outside, so the lighting is very... She can't see it. Say bye, Emery. She wants her to say bye. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I know the lighting's very crappy. I know my voice is probably very low. I'll try to higher it in the video. But if you have any questions, drop it down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will be Wednesday. Bye.